Hello, welcome. My name is DakuTii and welcome to my channel. If you're returning, I would like to say a huge welcome. And if you are new here, I would also like to say a massive welcome. Thank you so much. Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all that kind of jazzy stuff. Today we have something a little bit different. We are here for tea time with DakuTii, and my goodness, do I have some notes for you guys. Today we are going to talk about what grinds my gears. Now, there's a lot of things, but this is a very specific theme. So hold on to your horses. It's going to get funky up in here. So let's start with people who are on speaker in public, right? Now, we all have conversations with friends, family members, work colleagues, that kind of thing. However, I would not like anything to be publicized, right? I don't want my stuff known by 10,000 people who don't know me. So now I have concerns, like if I'm going to call someone, I have to be very careful about what I say because, what if they're going to be on speakerphone in the middle of a train somewhere and suddenly someone's hearing all of our conversation? I have heard breakups over the phone. I have heard arguments. There was one time where someone was actually sitting in a food court, I kid you not, having a conversation with someone over like FaceTime or something, and they were talking about who called in sick that day. Now, I don't think the person who was on the other end actually knew that this was occurring, because the background of this food court is quite pretty, so it would almost look like you're in an office. What made this guy do this, I have no idea. But as I walked past after I finished my breakfast, I was like, I just wanted to let you know that everyone can hear what you're saying. And the look on the girl's face, like she did not know that he was either in a food court or on speakerphone. And yeah, I would want to be a fly on the wall in that conversation. But like, why do people? I understand, if you're in your house or whatever, that's fine. Be on speaker, do whatever you need to do that makes you feel good, right? But like, why in public do we need to be on speakerphone? It just is so irrationally disrespectful to people. Like, I wonder if people actually think, hey, maybe this person doesn't want their conversation publicized for people around. And sometimes you don't actively listen, like I don't actively listen for it, but it's really hard when they're right next to you and it's on full volume. If it's on low volume, that's still negotiable, but I guess it is what it is. It's not obnoxious. I can't hear what the person's saying. But like when it's at full volume and you can hear it down the entire train carriage, that's when I have concerns. Don't be that person. And following up from that, like why do people watch TikToks and things on trains without their headphones? Like, dude, I don't want to know that you're watching stupid TikToks. Like, I get that it's a doom scrolling thing. That's fine. We all have our own vices. But I don't need to hear people screaming at me at 6 o'clock in the morning when I'm on a train and I'm not awake yet. Like, just don't be that person. And it's not like they do one. So one of them that I had recently kept playing like the same one over and over again. I'm like, was it really that interesting? And then they turned up the volume, and this was like in the middle of like an early morning. And I say early morning, it's like 6 a.m, right? I don't have time for that. And luckily enough, the person next to him was like, do you have headphones? AKA, stop being an ass. Like, there is a time and place for it, and it's not like, get headphones. It's not hard. Like, you can buy a pair of Amazon for like $10. It's not expensive to do this. It's just I feel like people have lost respect for others. And like, not only just that, but they also record people without their permission. So the other day I was walking through the city and there was a person literally recording me as I was walking. And for what reason, I don't know. I must have had a strut going on or something, because it was focused on me. And like, that's not okay. I'm aware I'm walking through the city, that's fine. if I happen to be in the background of someone's conversation, whatever. But you don't record people without their knowledge, because I don't know what's going to happen with that now. Like, are you taking that home? Like, what are you doing with that? Just the invasion of privacy. Like, I did not sign a consent stating that you can use my image. I'm going into the city to work and to go home from work. I am not there to be recorded for whatever TikTok stupid thing that you're going to do. Probably like, look at this girl, like, she's fat, or like, look at this dude, he's got a stupid face. Like, what are you doing with these videos without people's consent? And I was too anxious to walk up and be like, can you not record me? Because what if he wasn't recording? But how do I not? But it was kind of obvious, because like it was following me with his phone. So like, don't be that person. You know, people are going about their everyday lives and they don't want to be recorded or filmed doing day-to-day stuff. Like, it's great that you have this career, or that you want to make something of yourself, but please be respectful of others who may not want to be on camera. Like, there's a reason I have this little Sharky, you know. I don't, no, absolutely not. Scratch my kids. What do you think, guys? What do you think about like being recorded in public for someone's TikTok? Like, especially in the middle of the city when you're just going about doing your shopping. Like, would that be something that you would be okay with? Tell me in the comments below what grinds your gears, because I'm interested. You might make a part 2 if I get enough comments. Another one is, now this one is more about like people's mannerisms in public. So people on their phone whilst walking, and they walk into you, but they expect you to apologize. Like, let me give you context. So not long ago, actually, it happens frequently, especially in my city. People are attached to their phones to the point of where they nearly go across a road and get hit by a car. That's how distracted they are by these stupid devices. And I had someone literally walk straight into me. I was watching where I was going, and I moved to get out of their way, and then they still walked into me, and they looked at me as if I was the issue, and yet their eye was glued to their phone. So how would they know where they're walking? And like, they looked at me as if I was the issue, and I'm like, can you please watch where you're going and get off your phone? And they're just like, but like, dude, you're walking into me. I moved out of your way. Actually, twice I moved out of their way, and they still walked into me. Like, if you can't walk straight, don't be on your phone. Like, nothing is that important that you need to be on your phone while you're walking or crossing a road, especially crossing a road. Don't be that person. Like, you are putting yourself and others at risk by doing that. Like, it's getting to the point now where I hate walking just in general around people. And that's hard. And like, another thing as well, when they take up the whole pathway and they don't move and they look at you like you're the issue. Like, this happened when I was with a work colleague, and I was telling her, like, when people do this, there's 2 things that I do. One is I say, you might want to pay attention to your walking, get off your phone. Or, oh, don't you love it when people take up the whole pathway and they don't move, even though you say, excuse me? And like, I'm fairly polite. I actually do say, excuse me, can you please move? Or, excuse me, you know, actual manners, like real people. And there was a group of like school girls, and there was 4 of them. They were taking up literally the whole pathway. And my work colleague, you know, was trying to rush to get to the last bus. And I said, excuse me. And one of the girls was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then they told the other person who was closest to me, oh, like, you know, move out the way, you know, let's respect their space. And then as I walked past, I'm like, can you please not take up the whole pathway next time? That'll be great. And then the other girl was just like, oh, excuse me. I'm like, that's what I said initially. Like, why am I the problem when you're the one not listening to people? Or you're like, I go to school, I'm above you. Like, no, people need to get taught respect. And it's not just the younger generation either. Like, I'm expecting comments being like, millennials, oh, you're such a boomer. But at the end of the day, like, it's not me that's the issue. It's these people who just either don't get taught manners, or they're just so incredibly elitist, or they're just in their own world. Like, do people get taught this? I'm so confused. But like, yeah, just please be mindful of others. Please respect others. Like, I always say please and thank you. I always say excuse me. Even when I'm in the shopping, like I'm in a grocery store, right? And you walk down the aisle, and like if I'm noticing that someone's looking at something specifically, I'll say, oh, excuse me, like if I'm walking in front or behind them. And people don't do that. They just push their way through. Or like people with their shopping carts, oh my God, they are the worst. When they just like walk into and go, excuse me. Like, you could have said excuse me and I would have moved for you, but it's okay. Let's walk into me and bash me with your trolley or your pram. Like, just because you have child does not mean that you are exempt from these rules. And yeah, people at shopping centres can be just as rude, if not even more so. Like, you'll be walking down somewhere and all of a sudden, bam, hit by a trolley, or bam, hit by a pram, or bam, someone's on their phone, they walk into you. Like, please just be mindful of other people's space around you. Like, it's not a hard thing to do. Man, I've been needing to get those out for a while. But yeah, my full pet peeve is just all of those, actually. I don't have just one. It's all of those. Let me know what you think down below. Also, let me know if you have anything that grinds your gears. I'd be happy to do like a follow-up podcast to this, because I'm just super interested in what people think is like appropriate or not appropriate. Like, I'll even add in like the responses to these to your comments if I get enough. If I get 10 comments from different people, not the same person, I will do a follow-up to this, because I think it's worth talking about. People and their mannerisms need to just be better. Just be better. Use manners. It's not hard. Please, thank you, excuse me, hello. Don't be on your phone. Yeah, so that's all for today. Thank you so much for coming by and listening to my rant, which I've been needing to get out for like several weeks now. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you wish. If not, okay, thank you so much, Traveller, for coming here. You're great, your grace. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye!